issues, all served hot like coffee.
Yummy.
This is gonna be the best day of my life.
Eagles Morning Rise with
Natural Prince.
6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Every weekday on your number one radio experience. You can count on Eagles 102.3 FM.
Thank you so much for tuning in with us. This is Eagles 102.3, your radio experience you can count on. We're glad that you have joined us this morning as we look at the big stories within the dailies. This is what we do every weekday at this time, 7 o'clock leading up to 8 every weekday. I'm glad that you have joined us this morning. Let's do this together. You could have been anywhere. You could have gone anywhere for the news, but you came to us first, and we do not make light of that. Thank you so much. Let's do this some more. And well, we begin this morning with the Guardian newspaper. Apparently, the app is down. Don just sent me a message. So, engineers, please get on this as quick as you can. Let's get the app working again. Seems like it's misbehaving this morning. Okay, let's see what happens. Moving on, the Guardian newspaper. Costly rent and burial plots. No resting place for the poor, even in death. Costly rent and burial plots. No resting place for the poor, even in death. Would love to read this story. Read that story to you later. It's a big story in the front page of the Guardian newspaper, taking 2 pages in the paper. Posers over ministerial list as Tinubu unveils henchmen in batches. Posers over ministerial list as Tinubu unveils henchmen in batches. Well, yesterday the president announced advisors, about 8 advisors. You know, they appointed 8 advisors yesterday. And while people are wondering what it is, that these 8 people, because some of the names on the list of the 8 were those who people were taught to be, you know, maybe ministers and all of that, but surprisingly, they were made special advisors to the president. And I'll read out the list to you later. And at about 9 o'clock, we'll talk about this. We're going to be talking about it, you know. But then I'm thinking that there's a big possibility that the president just had these people appointed, you know, to keep, you know, to form a bit of his cabinet to keep government running until they're able to sort out all of the positions. There could be a reshuffling. Some of these people might, you know, change the offices later on, but in the meantime, they are senior special advisors to the president. 8 of them. I'll read out the names in the course of the show. All right, moving on. PMS marketers need $1.8 billion monthly to import as stakeholders move to resolve gray areas. PMS marketers need $1.8 billion monthly to import as stakeholders move to resolve gray areas. Beg your pardon. 8,088 blood electoral results uploaded to IREV portal. Witness tells court. 8,088 blood election results uploaded to IREV portal. Witness tells court. Also, the Economic Council meets on NLC's 702 billion naira recommendation for salary adjustments. So what happens to those who do not take salaries? Manufacturers lose Manufacturers lose 10.1 trillion naira to poor electricity supply. Manufacturers lose 10.1 trillion naira to poor electricity supply. Well, Economic Council meets on NLC's 702 billion naira recommendation for salary adjustments. Isn't also in the Guardian newspaper this morning. Gonna read some of those stories to you in the course of the program. But in the meantime, let's get to the Punch newspaper. And from the Punch newspaper now, we have APC bigwigs jostle for ministerial slots Tinubu names 8 as names 10. What am I saying? APC bigwigs jostle for ministerial slots. Tinubu names 8 SAs. And the pictures are on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Want to grab a copy of that paper this morning. Well, we have Nuhu Ribadu, the former chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, making special advisor on security. This is one that has got some people confused, wondering, oh, what's happening? Is he the NSA? Is he not? Well, you find out at the top of the hour 9. Joining would seek to explain this with my guest later at the time. My guest would be Brigadier General Mohammed Kabir Galadanchi. He's going to, explain some of these things to us and get us to understand what it really is. Dele Alake is special advisor on special duties and communication as well as strategy. Dele Alake, special advisor, special duties, communications and strategy. Uwajimogu makes it to industry, trade and investment. Wale Adu is special advisor on monetary policies. And this is one person who a lot of people thought, oh, this maybe he's going to be eventually. I'm thinking he just might make it to the CBN. Who knows? Some people had thought he was going to, he was going to make it to the Minister of Finance, but I'm thinking maybe the CBN eventually. But at the moment, he is a special advisor on monetary policies. Going up there, we have Adediji, special advisor on revenue, and then Wei Jian, special advisor on energy. It's a bit of balance. 2 females making that list. Also, Anas, special advisor on health, and then Derazo, political and intergovernmental affairs. EFCC summons Sirika, quizzes Nigeria Air officials. EFCC summons Sirika, quizzes Nigeria Air officials. Probe begins as OAU student dies of suspected suicide. Probe begins as OAU student dies of suspected suicide. Bolt tragedy. Federal government vows prosecution of operators. Bolt tragedy. Federal government vows prosecution of operators. Now, up there, the big story, I didn't give you the writers from that big story in the front page of the Punch. APC bigwigs jostle for ministerial slots. Tinubu names 8 SAs. Party chieftains favor Keyamo, Omagege, Fayemi, Adeyeye, Ganduje, Marafa, others. Edu appointed SA on monetary affairs. Alake gets communication. Ribadu handles security. That's those are writers to that story there from the Punch newspaper. Also, Naira weakens to 702 Naira to $1. Fresh forex supply likely. Naira weakens to 702 Naira to $1. CBN fresh forex supply likely. Tinubu economic advisors propose customs NIMASA FIRS merger. Tinubu economic advisors propose customs NIMASA FIRS merger. Fuel subsidy. NEC molds 702 billion Naira as workers' allowance. So workers are looking for fuel allowance. I don't get it. Anyway, let's leave that. I'll find out what you think about this. Looking at the Vanguard newspaper now. Tinubu to NEC, no excuse for failure. NEC considers payment of 702 billion Naira to workers as palliative for subsidy removal. Molds legislative financial support for vehicle manufacturers. To approach World Bank for loan, and daily fuel consumption drops from 66 million barrels to 41 million. Okay, interesting. It may further drop in the coming days. Presidential poll, over 18,088 results INEC uploaded blurred. That's according to Obi's witness. Tribunal, Tinubu kicks as court admits INEC's exhibits containing his biodata. Tribunal, Tinubu kicks as court admits INEC's exhibit containing his biodata. Unity Schools, parents raise alarm over alleged fees hikes. Unity Schools, parents raise alarm over alleged fees hike. Federal government appoints FBI Academy alumnus Choco as acting EFCC chairman. Subsidy, oil marketers plan petrol import as CBN floats Naira. Right now, again, EFCC CBN chiefs Agbakoba asked Tinubu to remove INEC chair. EFCC and CBN chiefs Agbakoba asked Tinubu to remove INEC chair. TUC to federal government, watch out for forex speculators. TUC to federal government, watch out for forex speculators. 7.9 billion naira fraud, court holds tribunal or trial of ex-minister Odua over threats to judge. So, Justice Yang Ekwo yesterday in court had revealed that there was a serious threat to his life. On account of that, he would suspend or halt the trial of the former Minister of Aviation, Stella Odua. And one would wonder if this is Nollywood, but it's Nigeria. Anything can happen. Anyway, moving on. Inflation hits 18-year high at 22.41%. Inflation hits 18-year high at 22.4% to surpass 23% this month. And these are headlines from the Vanguard, the Guardian, as well as the Punch newspaper. You can join the conversation now. Today's Friday. Feel free to have your say. Let's get talking. 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Take your pick from any of the headlines that tickle your interest this morning, and let's talk about them. All right. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Prince Amacho.
Good morning, Clement Zion Prince.
Thank you. On subsidy and its consequential removal, we are now being told that unity school fees go up. That's what we said before. That it will be antithetic to the scholarship or loan that the government wants to give to students. It's not realistic. And on this subsidy, I came across a newspaper headline today that says the World Bank is raising the alarm that trillions spent on subsidy in Nigeria is enough to save planet Earth. So if the trillions spent on Nigeria subsidy can save the entire planet Earth, what is the proportion of Nigeria in the entire population and mass of the planet Earth? It shows that if that money is spent and is recovered into Nigerian coffers, that Nigeria will be swimming in the Eldorado of economic growth and transformation. School fees should almost become free in the whole Nigeria, in all the schools. The trillions that are in private pockets, all this money is in private pockets and accounts. Trillions that are enough to save planet Earth, and Nigerians are really in absolute abject poverty and socio-political and economic decay. I challenge Tinubu to go after all this money. No matter whose ox is God, whether former presidents and whatever, or their cronies, all these billions and trillions spent on subsidy in private pockets, we should please recover it for Nigeria. That's the greatest mandate that you can deliver for Nigeria. And in his appointment, I look forward to somebody like Kankiwa Uma. As even as we celebrate Democracy Day, Kankiwa Uma was a major in the army and made a governor in one of these northern states. Fearless and viciously principled. He warned Babangida not to annul June 12th election. When Babangida went ahead and annulled June 12th election, a major came out to challenge his general military head of state and resigned from the army and abandoned his promising military career. We want such persons in governance. We want them to come and exhibit that principle in recovering Nigeria's monies. Thank you, Igan Acho. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Clementine Prince. Well, very, 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 very circumspect, very direct, like that one. Going ahead to mention names and people that look. This is where we should get to. Sometimes even help to say, look at the kind of people that we want to serve. To serve us, our country. Help us appoint these persons, Mr. President. It is your prerogative to appoint whoever you want, but we feel that this person can do a good job. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Yana.
Good morning, GB. Welcome.
Yes, I'm fine. Good morning to listener contributors. Abakoba, ex-EFCC or whatever, said that INEC should be investigated or Mahmoud should be investigated. They have not told us the offense of Mahmoud. It's about financial misappropriation or on the election that he conducted. If it's on the election that he conducted, it's already been investigated by the courts. Because if you conduct an election and you are going to court to defend an election, you already been queried how do you conduct this election. And in the court verdict, that will let us know if the election was not conducted very well or conducted according to the result announced. Once the result is announced, if the INEC say, I've delivered on this election, you cannot go to the tribunal and try the process. For example, for the presidential, if the result is annulled, either for Iran or another person declare a president-elect, on that ground, you can now query and say, why did you do this? But if it's so financial, you don't need to say, I write a petition to AFCC or DSS or something and say this man has siphoned money or is managed the fund or something. Like in the Sirica now, he's being covered by AFCC because it relates to misappropriation or fraud or whatever. But nobody have told us that Mahmoud has committed the fraud. If you have committed the fraud, go to EFCC or DSS or something, let them try him. But if it's on election, it's only court that can say that this man has not conducted election very well. And that is not a fraud. Is that for you to declare the right person as elected and that person will be sworn in. To me, that call is sentimental. To me, it is sentimental. Secondly, also, if you look at, hello?
I can hear you, but with you.
Then, so also, if you look at the issue of I will be saying that there about 18,000 something were not uploaded, were blood. Our collation is not on IRF. Our collation is by physical. Let the be tell us if what is uploaded is blood, it did not have the result handy in their hand. If they hand in their hand, tell the court, this is the result I got is also unit. The result was not given to me. That is what this man in Imo did. He said, the result I got was not added to my result. Because of that, I'm the winner. And the court looked and said, yes, it is true. The results were not given you. And they added it, and number 4 became number 1. But it's not being blown online does not affect the result itself. What is the figure? Election is by number. It's not by how it appears. How does it look like? Is it white? Is it black? Is it blue? I think to me, will be just a shadow by all this thing is beginning to cause. You are not bringing something substantial. I can say that you're from number 2 you can become number 1 because it's a matter of figure. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling. Recall that this matters in court, and if you're going to have to make comments on matters in court, you have to be very careful so you don't your comments does not amount to contempt. Okay, I'm sorry. It feels like we have a problem with the other line. It's not coming on. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Ms. Prince Iheanacho.
Good morning, Jude Iheanacho. Welcome.
Thank you so much. How was your night?
Very well. Thank you for asking.
Thank God it's Friday. I think in issue of I heard about the headline that talks about the EFCC inviting Jerika, the person that told us that he used billions of naira to repaint helicopter, I think so.
Aircraft. How do you see that?
Aircraft, I mean, yeah. I think it's a good one. The EFCC should investigate that matter very well and let him give us an estimate. He should come and give an account how the money was spent, because it sounds so funny that someone will use such a huge amount of money to repaint aircraft that was not even Nigerians owned. Other people's aircraft that you are spending huge amount of money to repaint. I think he have a lot of questions to answer, and not even only him. They should go after all those people that have been giving us billions of spending billions without giving an account. Yeah, all this issue of snake swallowing billions and all that. All of them should come and give an account how all those money was spent, how they have served whether they are state or they are the federal, how they manage the office when they are in the office. I think so many of them have to give an account. Then the issue of Obi, I think the court have the final say, and I don't think any of us will stand to be to know more than the court. So Obi and his lawyers knows what they are doing and know the evidence they are gathering, and the court knows how to go about the petitioner and the other person that they are challenging.
Okay.
So we should not be here and discuss about them not doing the right thing.
Okay.
They know the best to do, and the court have the final say. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. All right, keep your calls coming. 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 090-9705-4450. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Prince Nacho.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How's the family?
Very well. Who's joining us?
This is over to Jesus.
Over to Jesus. You're welcome.
Please, I would like to just intervene on this issue of Muhammad, this INEC chairman, Mahmoud Yaku. Please, that man that is demanding that they should arrest him, this is not the right time to arrest that man. Because arresting that man will definitely cover the secret. Because they want to just say what made a way for him to flee away from the nation. Definitely let the court to finish every necessary thing that they are doing. They never accuse him. They never even say he commit offense. They never conclude everything. Until they conclude everything, that is on that side. Then on the issue of this fuel subsidy, if this government wants to help this country, definitely removing subsidy is not the issue. But let them go deeply and magnet all those people that have been committing atrocity on the line of petroleum issue right from the genesis, no matter who that person is, even the former president, right from the genesis even. Let them just gather them. It will help this nation much, because a lot have gone, a lot of water have passed under the bridge. It's supposed not to be in that way. Okay. So definitely removing subsidy is not our issue. The issue is that where those money that they have been looting upon and upon and upon is very agony. Look at the way that they put this country into a mess. Even Niger Republic is even more better. Look at how people are packing away, looking a visa for Niger Republic, for Togo, for Ghana, Nigeria, a giant of Africa, simple because of our useless and faithless leaders.
Okay, easy. Over to Jesus. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, take it easy. Don't do that. let's not get like that on radio, please. This is radio. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Is this KGB?
My name is Haruna Islam.
Haruna, welcome.
Thank you. What for the good job.
Thank you.
First of all, let me comment about the money that I used to spend aircraft, and then let me see comment of the arrest of EFCC chairman, and then the central bank governor. When you look at this money, that these three people being alleged, being take the money away. If they want to put this money in a let's say in part of the ministry and the health sector and the electricity, they are going to make a lot in terms of a such lot of people. But just two individuals sit on that money. That is what we are calling of the President Mahmoud Buhari. When he comes, when he comes, he go fight corruption. But at the end of the day now, look at the kind of money that being announced by wonder is given to. Please and please, we are begging and Bola Tinubu, let him go after this order. We need this country to be set. We need the money that's coming from the government to go around to solve the love of people of this country. May God help us and they give us the leaders that are going to lead us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. All right, keep your calls coming in. We'll take a few more before we take a pause. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Prince Inasha.
Good morning, Olajide.
Olajide from Newcastle.
Welcome.
On the issue of Labour Party presenting blood result from the IRS, just like this GB said, this litigation is very simple. Every party agent have original copy from polling units. We expected that the Labour Party should go with all the results against the collected from their polling unit. And they should demand the copy from the INEC and let them compare it. Very simple. Uploading 20 million IRF, I think it's a waste of time. It's very simple. Let all the political parties bring their copies and let INEC bring their copies. Let them compare and contrast. Very simple. The winner will emerge.
Okay.
So bringing blood IRF, 18,000, all these things, it doesn't hold water, even though we are not lawyers. But we know what can help individuals' litigation to come to reality. Finally, from the first caller, just like the man called for that retired army, I think this Agbakoba too should be called, because these are the warriors of democracy we are enjoying today. And what I'm concerned again is their age, because I know that some of them will have above 70 to maybe to be as a minister now to be, but they should call them to be part in one way or the other, so that they will feel the joy of what they fought for, that they are part of it. Finally, on the issue of the one you say we are going to do about 9 a.m., I think, every president with his style of leadership. I think President Tinubu is trying to rejig. It's like he's going to sit power to these people. They are going to be like monitor to the agencies, so that if the leadership of agency are doing something wrong, these special advisors will be able to advise Mr. President on where to go about it.
Okay.
God bless Nigeria. God bless Igwe.
Thank you, Olajide. Appreciate you calling in. And the conversation continues. This is your radio experience you can count on. Keep it with me. I'll bring you more headlines from this day newspaper in a bit.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
For over a decade now, I've been dedicated to train.
Battle is on. It's the Eagles FM Abuja Quiz Art Show for secondary schools.
B5.
B5 is correct. Congratulations.
D6.
D6 is correct. Congratulations.
Every Saturday by 9 a.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM. You can watch the quiz competition live on YouTube and Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja. Is your school yet to enroll? Please call 0821 3309 8542. 0821 3309 8542. Eagles FM Quiz Out Show is proudly associated with Stella Maris College, Area 1, Abuja. Government Day Secondary School, Karo, Abuja. Stella Maris College, Life Camp, Abuja. Africa International College, Kaura District, Abuja. Peace El Shaddai Model Academy, Karo, Abuja. The Abuja Quiz Out Show, building future champions today.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Abuja, have you heard of the ED Plan project? In line with the current economic crisis in the country, ED Plan project is aimed at helping a lot of people take charge of their finances to improve their income. Research has shown that a lot of people have business ideas but don't have the resources to scale up their businesses. Who is eligible to respond? Are you a professional in search of another stream of income? Are you a business person who wants to scale and expand your business? Do you want to generate cash to either start a business or complete an existing project that needs funding? Then we have 50 persons, the first 50 persons to respond to this number will also enjoy our free mentoring session where we discuss with you based on the amount of money you need without loan and collateral. Send to 081 28 02 5508 081 28 02 5508. That is 081 28 02 5508. I'll take the number again. 081 28 02 5508.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
No offense to the commercials. It's just that we want to see other audio.
Eagles 102.3.
Glad to have you stay with us. This is The Pages on your radio experience. You can count on. Time now, 7:34. Keep your thoughts coming in. Let's quickly skim through this day newspaper. Screaming headline, front page, this day newspaper. Tinubu lists 8 priority areas on development. 6 governors support. Tinubu lists 8 priority areas on development. 6 governors support. NEC proposes palliative for workers. Vulnerable groups over subsidy, and MOL's payment of 702 billion naira to civil servants as cost of living allowance. Federal government seeks World Bank funds to implement CNG. President appoints Ribadu, Edu, Alake, 5 others special advisors. Meets with Abdul Salami, Sanusi Akande at State House. Ex-head of state pleads for people's understanding over subsidy removal. There you have it. Now, speaking of CNG, now everyone's saying CNG is cheaper, but guess what? Before now, I think last year or 2 years ago, CNG was going for about 90 naira or so. But in the last I checked, I think it was around 100 and something naira. it's going up, which would mean that if we switch to CNG, the prices will most likely go up as well, which would also translate to prices going up to maybe 200 naira and above. What would now be the actual difference? What would now be the reason why anyone would want to convert their cars to CNG usage? And who knows, the prices might also go up to astronomically and go up to about 500 naira. I'm just saying, who knows? Anyway, moving on. Oil marketers demand full payment of outstanding petrol equalization arrears. Oil marketers demand full payment of outstanding petrol equalization arrears. Petrol equalization arrears is not just another term for subsidy. They don't want to call it subsidy, right? Say price of 45,000 liter truck jumped from 7 million to 25 million. Insist on funds for new stock without debt settlement. Crude oil refiners back subsidy removal. 6 CBN's intervention for modular refineries. Wants transition to Naira transactions. Supply certainty. Also there, Abdul Karim Chukol takes over as acting chairman EFCC. Meets Tinubu's advisors. It's in the belly of the paper. We already reeled out some of the names. Goldman Sachs, Naira devaluation not sufficient condition for exchange rates unification. Wants clarity on FX restrictions. Hill's FX unification says $12 billion needed to clear FX backlog. Currency unification jerks public debt to 82 trillion naira. Naira depreciates further to 702 naira to $1 on INE FX window. Revenue. Rwani urges federal government to drive institutional reforms. Insists lower interest rates not possible with strong currency. And there you have it. Let's get on back to taking your thoughts and responses to the headlines. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Jana. So I greet you.
Good morning, Michael. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Jana, your prediction has come to be that the school fees of the unitary school have increased.
Well, they say it's still not certain. Let's see what plays out in the coming days.
So that is it. They have started it, and I'm glad the way you explained it to the audience yesterday. I think that is not good. You want to help the people to go to school, yet you want to inflict pain. If you ask me, the Tinubu administration is very slow. It's too slow to my liking. He's a man on the inauguration day that told us that nobody should pity him, that he will hit the ground running. Why is he wasting time in bringing palliative as far as the first subsidy is concerned? You know? So for me, it's too slow. I don't know. And all this citizen governor arrested, yes, he's arrested, this and that. At the end of the day, I hope he's not going to turn like a Buhari own. You understand? We want to see, on action, that it's not just about the arresting, but it's about the recovery, what he's doing to us. You understand? If those guys have stolen one thing or the other, make it publicly so that the people can flow. You understand? So I think the Tinubu administration, I want to let you know that it's very slow. This is not the person that tell us that he will hit the ground running. Why is he waiting? The minister, why are they?
Michael, what do you want again? Do you want him to appoint ministers on the first day of his inauguration? Michael, take it easy. Take it easy. The president is actually trying to impress you all by doing a lot of things, even in the first days of his government. Come on.
Listen, this man told us that he has been never ready. You understand? He has been contesting, a long-term ambition. So it means that you don't even need to waste time. So for me, it's wasting time. And the issue of the school we are talking about, oh my God, if you continue like this, I think the poor people cannot be able to afford it. You understand? Because just like you said yesterday, probably we're expecting to see that maybe school fee is going to reach almost 250,000 or more than.
Okay.
And that is not going to good, or go well with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you, Michael, for sharing your thoughts. Let's get to your messages. Oh my God, I don't know. I lost track of time. Some of you sent in a lot of voice notes here this morning. Let's begin with this one. Who's this now? Good morning. Welcome. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's fix this quickly. Seems like we have a bit of a challenge here. Before then, hello. Good morning. Right, good morning, welcome. Let's hear you quickly, sir.
Yeah, my son.
Yeah.
God bless your heart.
God bless you too, sir.
Yeah, my son, Unity Schools. I call it the Joker Schools. That is the school whereby the child will be in the same primary school. Two of them, they will exam. This one will get 80. You will not get admission. The other one will get 5 after admission. That is where excellence go and meet mediocrity. And they fall in line. They call it Unity Schools. In your political school, I don't believe in Unity Schools. Now, no wonder Nigeria is moving this way. Where engineer will be in charge of law. A lawyer will be in charge of engineering department. Look at how somebody who professes to be an engineer is teaching a whole farm about what law is. No wonder they don't continue teaching us. I'm not impressed with all this arrest. We want a clean man to come and do jobs in Nigeria. Not somebody who has been accused of monumental fraud. Somebody they call Mr. Billion Van is going to arrest this one, arrest one. Somebody whose records are not clean. The only thing I see, this man is doing that. Hello?
Yes. You want to wrap up now?
The only thing I'm saying that this man is just wanting those people that are opposed to him before, we want to weed them out of the line.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for your thoughts. Let's move on quickly. The voice notes are here. Hello, good morning.
It was great.
Good morning, Abdullah.
Mine was great too. Thank you very much for your tremendous effort. We are much grateful. It's Abdullah Mekano from Cuba. Sir, we have heard all that is taking place in Nigeria. It's quite unfortunate. People who are given public offices have mismanaged the public fund in various places. Quite unfortunate. The country is getting down on daily basis. So we have no more hope left. Our hope is in the hands of Almighty Allah. May He put Nigeria into order and fix this country. May He give us the best and the quality leaders who are more patriotic than what we are seeing now. Because I don't think if Nigeria will get itself soon, because of the damages that has been done to the country. And even the leaders in charge now, they are all focusing on their own personal interest. They didn't put the country at heart. Their problem first. Their interest first, always. Which is not supposed to be. The country is supposed to be put first. Then you look at any other things. So with the masses of this country, we have to go back to our Maker, that's our Creator, and follow His commandment so that His special intervention may come to us. But life's so hard. It's terrible. When you go to the people, especially the common men, you see the way now their life is, so you will cry. It's quite terrible. Many Nigerians can't afford 2 square meals a day. Not talk of 3, 2. Some who are getting 2 square meals a day, now they turn to 1. Some couldn't even get 1 square meal a day. I just taking water, ordinary water. So it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. The country that is blessed with natural resources, the biggest country in Africa, one of the largest crude oil exporter in the world, but unfortunately is now the headquarters of poverty and employment. And the leaders are just there talking about something that is not even much important. It's quite unfortunate. We call on
Don is here. Don, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, my prince. How was your night? I hope it was great. This is Don. Okay, quickly, I want to react to the headline that says that Mahmoud should be removed. Well, this is a kind of something we wished, most Nigerians wish that would happen, but I don't see that happening anytime soon because we know what's going on and what has happened. You rub my back, I rub your back stuff. I don't see how that is going to ever happen. Okay, every Nigerian, sane Nigerians know that the election that was concluded was the sham of the highest order ever in the history of Nigeria. Okay, we don't even need any good government to even question that, to remove that man from inception. Okay, and then I want to greet my brother Clement Zion. I just want to tell him that yes, we wish for some of this thing that he has said, but I don't see that happening. I really don't see that happening because anybody that will come to Equity must come with a clean hand. There are a lot of things that the present government cannot do because if they want to go deep, they are going to be exposed. So I don't think fighting corruption in this thing is going to, what is going to be is going to kind of vendetta. People who did not align with them, those are the people you are going to see. But anybody who, if say, okay, let's actually fight corruption from head to toe, that will never happen. And people of integrity, I don't know, you can only attract what you are, and I don't see that in this government. I am sorry, I may be sounding pessimistic, but that's just the truth. That's the reality. I like being realistic. Okay, so that's just it. Right. Well, let's see how things unfold. But we are hoping. We know that the evidence in the court is very huge. If the judiciary is looking for evidence, they have more than enough. But we're hoping to see what they do with this evidence. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Thank you so much, Don. And let's see who's here. Let's allow the tribunal do their job. Good morning, Mr. Ihanacho. Joe from Maraba there. Thank you so much, Joe. And the next message is from who now? Precious from Left Camp says, my prince, funny how the federal government cannot settle ASU's financial claims, but seek to disburse loans to her students and expect ASU to welcome the students' loan idea. This is double standard. I think court cases after election should be completely eradicated from our dear country, Nigeria. We should work towards 90% electronic voting and 10% paper works by introducing voting with fingerprint into a designed machine. My prince, no two persons have similar fingerprints. The only constraints and challenges would be internet service in remote areas. Then we can make provision for services like the satellite internet system that can work anywhere and anytime. Precious, thank you very much. Smart thoughts there. Chris from Utako says, good morning, presenter. Interesting times lies ahead concerning the election of the current president being challenged in court. I foresee an unprecedented judgment that would ruffle feathers and change Nigerian elections going forward. And for those who call every radio station defending every of these government's decision, they should be told to apply some objectivity to their submission so that they don't appear retarded in thinking, in putting across their submissions, because their defense is always laughable and ridiculous. Chris, thank you very much. Moving on, another voice note here. Good morning.
My issue is still on the subsidy. Please.
Sorry.
Good morning, Mr. Henasho. I hope you are
Prince
good. This is Prince Ogu again.
Welcome.
Calling this morning. My issue is still on the subsidy. Please. The question is, how did Goodluck manage to pay subsidy for 4 years? And 4 years or during his time, and fuel was sold for 86 naira per litre. We don't hear all this noise of trillions being siphoned. We don't hear of all this magic going on now, people moving money and all that. There was no high level corruption. You see, a weak government. The last government was too weak, and people were using all manner of systems to siphon our money. Subsidy is not a problem, but the management is the issue. Again, how did Goodluck manage our borders? And a bag of rice was sold for 10,000 or less than 10,000, 8,000 during his time. Is it not the same country? So you see, it's all about strategy and policy. It's not about all this hard-headedness, remove policy, remove subsidy on education. Now they say school fees is going to be tripled or it's going to be doubled. Are you getting my point? It's about management. It's like this government is on the wrong to some level, making some high-level mistakes. They need to ask people like Jonathan to give them ideas on how to go about all these things, because it's the same country. It's not another country. Please, that's my view this morning. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Have a good celebration.
Thank you, Prince Ogu.
Prince Ogu again.
Well done. All right, Innocent says, good morning, Ihanacho. Why should independent marketers be complaining about the amount they need to import fuel? They already got the money when they sold fuel they bought at the subsidized price regime at the current price. Besides, they were the ones that have been smuggling the excess 15 million liters difference between 66 million liters and 41 million liters across the border. If they cannot buy fuel with such wealth, I wonder what they're doing in this economy. Innocent, thank you very much. Fantastic one. Moving on. Who's here again?
Good morning, President Show. My name is Yaya from Suleja. I want to commend Tinubu for the appointment of his special advisors. I think he's putting square pegs in square holes, and that's the right way to go. If you look at it very well, most of the people that are holding health, security, and that is their expertise. You understand? I still hope when he's going to appoint his ministers, he's going to bring people with technical that can head that position. Those who are from health, who are from health backgrounds, who head the Ministry of Health, who have education backgrounds, who hold the Ministry of Education. Those who are that is exactly what we want in this country. Not like the former president, that the former minister confessed towards the twin light of the administration that he doesn't even know anything about education before he was appointed as Minister of Education. Then I think he's going towards the right direction. We pray for him. We pray Almighty Allah that He continue to strengthen him, continue to give him wisdom to lead this country. All right. Thanks. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Yaya. And Comrade Dulo Bassi is here. Comrade Bassi says, "Good morning, sir. Ihanacho Prince. Thank God it's another weekend. Yeah, we're grateful." He says, Every partisan caller on the program this morning seemed to be blaming Peter Obi for tendering blood electoral result sheets in court as one of the evidences to INEC's perceived connivance with APC to rig last presidential elections. But the overzealous caller failed to mention the fact that the commission has not been cooperating with Peter Obi's legal team in providing the needed polling unit results sheets as was ordered by the courts. Let us learn to know the nitty-gritty of every particular case before coming to the public to advertise our ignorance. Please, God Almighty is always on the side of the oppressed from time immemorial. Comrade Ulobasi, thank you very much for your message. And who's this now? I'm guessing that this is this Balogun. Balogun, see your voice note. Jeez, 8 minutes. Come on. In fact, 9 minutes. We can't really take this. I don't know. Keep your voice notes within 2 minutes as much as you can. Just summarize what it is that you want to say. So I'm going to take this last one for about 2 minutes and then we'll wrap up. Good morning. Welcome.
If Nigeria want to work, the leaders know what to do exactly. There are some things, that need to be done in this country. Immediately, the economy of this country will pick up. Nigeria are the highest exporter of crude oil. Go and check other countries have crude oil. You see how they're doing. There are foreign factors in this country that don't want this country to work. What happened to Libya when Libya economy was working, was booming? What happened? They killed the country. If Nigeria, is working the way it's supposed to be, and there is stable electricity, what do you think will happen? Most of all these foreign countries know that if Nigeria is allowed to work, Nigeria economy will be better than theirs, 10 times. And Nigeria, their fear is just, for African country not being, most of them, let me say, 1/10 in a strongest economy. Because their fear. Because they know exactly what to do. If Nigeria wants to work, they know exactly what to do. So we need to take out traitors. They have sold this country to foreigners. Exception of that.
All right, you on this one. Thank you very much. We'll have to wrap it up now. Thank you to everyone who's been a part of the conversation this morning. To all of you, I say big thank you. And Mickey says, "Good morning, sir Ihanacho. I remain against the removal of subsidy and call for a reformation and restructuring of the oil sector. God bless you." Great radio presenter. Thank you so much, Mickey. Appreciate you. And Ohinoi is here. I almost forgot that one. Ohinoi says, "Good morning, Ihanacho. Nigeria's politics is centrifugal, with centrifugal forces, a sign to see that no institution can perform under poor leadership. But there is need for good leaders in this country. The leaders need to be sensitive to the sensibilities of its citizens. Leaders that have all the qualities of leadership, leaders with foresight and achievements." Thank you very much. Thank you to every one of you. I'm most grateful. Okay, so joining later at about 9 o'clock, and let's talk some more. Stay with us. Sports on Eagles Wings comes on shortly. Vic Vic's got you covered and everything that's happening in the sporting world. You don't want to miss out on any part of it. To those of you who just sat back to listen, come on, you are my MVP. I can't do anything. We can't do without you. Thank you so much for being there. Let's do this again tomorrow on Monday. Let's check out the headlines again on Monday, and we'll talk about them as well at that time. Keep it here.
Welcome to the studios.